Get ready for a massive lineup because we kick things off with some truly heartbreaking news. We are talking about the passing of Bobby Cox, the folksy manager of the Atlanta Braves, whose teams ruled the National League and brought the city its first major title. We dive into everything we know about the incredible legacy of Bobby Cox and what his incredible career meant for baseball.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we switch gears entirely and head over to the English football scene. We look at Luke Garrard, the Boreham Wood boss, who just signed a new 3-year contract extension one day after his team narrowly missed out on promotion to the English Football League. Find out what this means for the Wood squad's future. Our third story takes us to a dramatic promotion battle in the lower leagues. We recap the epic afternoon where Kidderminster Harriers FC secured their return to the National League with a stunning 2-0 victory over South Shields in the National League North Promotion Final. We break down every incredible goal and pivotal moment from that unforgettable match. And finally, we bring it back to the Braves with huge news for the team. Atlanta Braves have activated shortstop Kim Ha-seong from the injured list, and he is set to make his season debut this week. Find out what this means for the lineup, the role changes, and how this Korean star is set to impact the team moving forward. Stay with us for the rest of the show. Bobby Cox, the legendary manager of the Atlanta Braves, whose teams dominated the National League in the 1990s and secured the city's first major championship, has died at the age of 84. Cox passed away in Marietta, Georgia, following complications from a 2019 stroke and heart issues. The loss marks the end of an era for the franchise, which retired his number 6 jersey in 2011 after his Hall of Fame induction in 2014. Cox's managerial legacy is monumental. He guided the Braves to 14 consecutive division titles, 5 National League pennants, and the unforgettable 1995 World Series championship. His tenure included leading the team to a worst-to-first finish in 1991, setting the stage for an unprecedented streak of divisional dominance. Cox amassed an impressive career record, ranking 4th all-time with 2,504 wins and first in accumulating 15 division titles, including a historic 14-game streak. He was recognized as a Manager of the Year 4 times, with a record for winning in consecutive years in 2004 and 2005. Beyond his on-field achievements, Cox was renowned for his distinctive on-field persona. He was known for his trademark habit of wearing spikes and stirrups and possessed a fatherly demeanor that inspired immense loyalty from his players. Atlanta manager Walt Weiss described him as someone who loved the game and leading a team to victory, noting that no one could replicate his ability. Cox began his managerial career with the Braves in 1978, achieving an 80-180 finish in 1980 during his first stint. He also had significant success with the Toronto Blue Jays, leading them to an American League East championship in 1985. Cox was instrumental in developing key players for the Braves' success in the 1990s, including Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, Jeff Blosser, and Dave Justice. His influence extended beyond the dugout. Players consistently spoke of the respect they felt for him, stating that when Bobby Cox spoke, they listened. Cox's career highlights include being the first National League manager to win at least 100 games in a season 5 times. Despite the championship success, Cox reflected on the nature of the game, stating, "It's a game of breaks when you get down to a 4-game, must-win series." His long and eventful life concluded after a period of recovery from health challenges, leaving behind a legacy defined by championship success and profound respect within baseball. Boreham Wood manager Luke Garrard has secured a 3-year contract extension, just one day after his team narrowly missed promotion to the English Football League. The decision comes following a dramatic National League promotion final defeat, where the Wood were ultimately defeated by Rochdale on penalties. Under Garrard's guidance, Boreham Wood achieved a 4th-place finish in the National League. The team reached the promotion final at Wembley, where they held a 2-0 lead in the final 12 minutes, but suffered setbacks when Dale scored 2 late goals, including a decisive strike in stoppage time, before Rochdale secured the victory and the subsequent promotion. Speaking after the match, Garrard expressed his determination for the future. "After yesterday, I knew I wanted to get it sorted as I witnessed a club and town unite, and I know with this group of players we can really achieve our goals," he stated on the club website, adding that the team has a new objective. "We have been incredible this season, and I'm extremely proud of everyone's efforts. We now have a job to do, and that's to go one further next season." Garrard has returned to the managerial role for the Wood in his second spell, having previously managed the side from October 2015 until his departure in April 2024, when the club was relegated to the National League South. His return proved successful, as he helped the side secure an immediate return to the 5th tier by winning the promotion final against Maidstone. Boreham Wood's inaugural season in the Football League was highly successful, finishing the campaign with 90 points. Despite the disappointment of the final loss, Garrard acknowledged the emotional toll of the defeat, describing Sunday's result as heartbreaking. The team's journey back to the professional leagues underscores the resilience shown by the squad under Garrard's leadership. Kidderminster Harriers FC have secured promotion back to the National League, following a dramatic 2-0 victory over South Shields in the National League North Promotion Final at the First Cloud Arena. The match unfolded with rapid action, featuring goals in the opening moments from Kieran Donnelly and Charlie Cooper, which stunned the hosts before Adam Murray's side established a disciplined and determined defensive structure after the break, securing the win in front of a large traveling support in the northeast. The opening stages saw Harriers create early threats, with Sean McGurk driving narrowly wide of Christian Dibble's post in the 9-minute mark. 2 minutes later, Sonny Finch went close, only for Emeka Obi to make an excellent close-range block to deny Paul Blackett. Harriers gradually built momentum, finding their first opening in the 19th minute when George Walker delivered a cross from wide, though Riley Reynolds could not connect with an overhead kick. South Shields pressed back, with Richard Fawkeye alert to block Jack Roll's effort behind, after the ball was pulled across the area in the 31st minute. However, Harriers struck decisively just 4 minutes later. Walker delivered an outstanding hanging cross towards the far post, which Donnelly rose brilliantly to power home with a header, sending the traveling supporters into celebration. Before the hosts could regroup, the red struck again. Relentless pressure inside the area prevented Shields from clearing their lines, leading to David Davis winning the ball and Donnelly laying it off for Cooper, who struck firmly, with the shot deflecting beyond the goalkeeper to give Harriers a 2-0 lead. Harriers nearly added a third before the interval when Davis won possession, and his own shot narrowly missed the target. South Shields looked for a comeback after the break, with Finch blazing over from a promising position 3 minutes into the second half. Dibble made a smart save in the 53rd minute after a free kick flicked off a Harrier's head and threatened the bottom corner. Cooper fired over from distance after Shields partially cleared a free kick, and Oliver Bainbridge headed over from a corner in the 61st minute. Harriers maintained their superb defensive shape and looked dangerous on the break, with Donnelly nearly capitalizing on hesitation in the home defense before his effort pulled wide in the 70th minute. Blackett headed over late as Shields sought a response, but Harriers remained in control, almost rounding off the afternoon in style when substitute Reese Hall surged forward before his effort was parried by Tom Watson. The final whistle confirmed promotion, sparking scenes of celebration among players, staff, and supporters as Harriers returned to the National League. Atlanta Braves shortstop Kim Ha-seong is set to make his season debut this week, returning to the lineup after a lengthy injury rehabilitation. The move was made on Monday, the eve of the Braves' 3-game series against the Chicago Cubs at Truist Park. Kim, 30, will be in the lineup for the series opener. Kim signed a 1-year, $20 million contract with the Braves in December following his tenure with the team during the latter part of the 2025 season. His absence stemmed from a tendon tear in his right middle finger sustained after slipping on ice in Korea in January, which sidelined him from spring training. Prior to his call-up, Kim demonstrated his readiness, batting .286 with a double and an RBI in 9 minor league rehab games. Upon his return, Kim will assume the role of the Braves' primary shortstop, shifting Mauricio Dubin to the utility position. Dubin, who has primarily played in the outfield recently, is expected to become the Braves' top option at left field. Kim joins a growing cohort of Korean players in MLB, becoming the 4th such player this season, alongside Lee Young-hoo of the San Francisco Giants, Kim Ha-seong of the Los Angeles Dodgers, and Song Sung-mun of the San Diego Padres. All 4 shared a history as teammates with the Kiwoom Heroes in the Korea Baseball Organization. Meanwhile, the Atlanta Braves are enjoying a strong season, boasting the best record in MLB at 28-13, holding a 9-game lead over 3 other clubs in the National League East.